What's good, y'all? It's your boy Neal and my co-host.
C Mac.
Welcome to the first episode of the College Chronicles.
This is the podcast where we talk about whatever we want. First segment, ups and downs of the week. This will be a weekly thing. Each episode we will come back, discuss last week's ups and downs. So, what are some of your highs and lows of the week?
I'd say one of them. Well, I'm gonna just do one. My high of the week would be, my family came from Charlotte this week. Saw them. Came down to the house to visit. Yeah. Thank you. And the low is theater class, bro. It ain't it.
Very valid. So,
Yeah,
what's wrong with the theater class, man?
bruh. I'm tired of this, man. Bro, why? It's the only class I have that it's an elective, but it gives me goddamn like almost, I'm gonna say about 8 assignments every week.
8 every
Like
week?
almost 8 every week, at least. Yeah, at
Hey,
least.
no shade to the professor though.
Hey, no shade to the professor. No shade to the professor. I respect you. This your job. That's what you gotta do. But I'm just saying though,
That's a heavy workload though.
yeah,
Man.
it's a lot, and it's the one, and it's like has nothing to do with my major, which by the way is psychology. I'm a psychology major, so I don't get what theater has to do with that. But you know, that's the class.
So do you
my
catch
advisor
yourself
put me in.
doing your stuff on time, or do you dilly dally?
Hey, I might get 5. I might get 5 out of 8.
Are you be passing though, right?
I'm passing right now.
Everybody clap it up, man.
Notice how I say it right now, but you know, hey. But let's get into yours though. What's your ups and downs of the week, my brother?
My highs. Let me think about this. My highs. I went to a comic book shop recently. It was great. It's called Dragon's Lair Comics. I believe that's the name. It's in Fayetteville. I bought Absolute Batman, and that was something I wanted to read for a little minute. You know, I've been seeing the YouTube videos and whatnot, so I had to check it out for myself.
Absolute Batman looks fire, bro.
Yeah.
It looks so gas.
Yeah, it's a great take on the character. So
Yeah. What's your downs, brother?
my downs. I took a trip to Greensboro for GO. Shout out A&T. Shout out A&T.
Hey, I hope y'all know we go to Fayetteville
Yeah,
State.
we go to Fayette State.
We
Shout
go
out.
to Fayette State. He went all the way. He went all the way to another college to go to their homecoming, bro.
Hey, now GO was lit, but I ain't gonna lie. The struggle of parking, finding not finding stuff to do, but like safe events.
Safe.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Hey,
What's going on?
Hey, GO was lit, but it's a little too lit for my liking, if you know what I'm saying. Parking, I already got into that, but you know what I'm saying. So it was kind of stressful a little bit, but I did get some good Church's chicken. So let's clap that up.
So that trip was more so up than a down for
Yeah,
real. But it was like
that's a relative down. You know what I'm saying? It was somewhat of a down, I guess. Nothing too bad this week.
All
right.
We're getting into the second topic.
Yeah, our second topic of the day: college expectations versus reality.
Bruh, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's nowhere near what I expected.
What did you expect?
Bruh, cause we grew up watching the shows and stuff and how
A Different World?
Like exactly.
Shout out A Different World.
They would show that it was stressful and all that work, but that wasn't the main part of the show. I'm thinking we finna be having fun going to the cab, getting turned up and stuff every day, and then I'm not even staying on campus. I'm not even staying on campus.
Yeah, we both commute, so that was a
both.
big difference.
Yeah.
We both thought we were gonna end up staying on campus, but God had other plans.
Yeah, staying at home and coming, because for me it's an almost 50-minute drive there and back, and it just ain't it.
Yeah, we both would prefer to stay on campus, but there's outlying circumstances. You know what I'm saying?
That money.
Gas, bro.
That money.
Being a college student, bro, there's gonna be times where you in between blessings, if you know what I mean. You're gonna be in between blessings a lot.
We're wondering how you gonna get to school next week.
I wonder how you get to school. See, me, I don't commute all the way from my hometown. I stay a little bit closer now, but still, a commute is still a commute.
It's still a commute. It don't
Gas
even
is a factor. Money is a factor. You know, it's different things. Of course, next semester what's you gonna stay on campus next semester?
We're gonna try to.
We're gonna try if it's in the cards.
If it's
it's in the cards.
Exactly.
If it's in the cards, that should
definitely been thinking about it though. I want to.
Yeah.
Like he been convincing me for real. Like I want to, but it's like I'm really not. We don't need to get into all that, but I'm just not. I don't want to be.
Yeah, we've been talking about this for a minute though.
I don't want to get
talking about this for a minute
and be struggling. You feel me? I rather enjoy my college life, which right now either or right now it might just be a struggle regardless.
Yeah,
so,
I mean college is gonna be a struggle, but
yeah,
you know, staying on campus would be nice.
It would.
What about the reality of coming to class and sometimes class being canceled and sometimes having too much work?
No disrespect to these teachers out here, but
we love our professors.
We love our professors.
Matter of fact, let's give a round of applause for our professors.
Let's give a round of applause for our professors. But some of y'all need to get y'all scheduling together. Because I'm going to tell you right now, they don't be taking, I'm not even trying to be rude or nothing. They don't take these commutes into consideration. Because imagine you wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning, got a class, got to be here by 9:30, get ready and stuff, be on the way by 8, get here by 9 o'clock, and then you get a text sitting in the parking lot at 9:15, right outside of class. Today's class will be canceled.
Does that ever happen to you?
Yes. Today's class will be canceled. And, I'm like...
I mean, I get that. And, some people would appreciate having class canceled, especially if they having a stressful day. Class being canceled. School is school.
Cam. I promise you I would if I didn't already drive all the way down.
Yeah, if we stayed on campus, that would be different because it's nothing but a 5-10 minute walk back to the dorm at most. But driving 50 minutes to come to class and then it being canceled, that's just gas and time.
That's crazy. I'm sorry. That's just...
as many rules as there is in the handbook and the syllabus when they come out for each class, there should be something that holds. I ain't gonna say, once again, love my professors. But look, let's get real for a second. Some of these actions from these professors need to be held accountable.
Exactly.
Need to be held accountable, such as canceling class. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest thing, though. Because sometimes professors emphasize you being on time and not tolerating tardiness.
Exactly. And
then you come to class and you're 5-10 minutes early. And then you get a message, class is canceled. They come in 10 minutes late, apologizes for being late. You got to practice what you preach.
Exactly. Because
practice what you preach.
If I came in late, that would count towards one of my classes where I have to, if I miss more than 7 days, then I just failed the class completely.
Mm-hmm.
And then my teacher coming in late, just like, we were supposed to be like, yeah, it's fine. It's all right. You don't, no repercussions.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we feel.
I feel like, it doesn't necessarily have to be repercussions. Maybe some grace should be given, especially if the teacher or the professor is late and you're behind on work or something, they cancel class. Maybe you needed that lesson. Maybe there was a nugget of information they had to give to you that they weren't able to give that day, and then you somehow missed a question on the test because of it. It's stuff like that that needs to be taken into consideration. Yeah. Now we're gonna segue into my favorite topic of the show. I'm gonna let you introduce it.
Already?
I mean,
we only started about 7 minutes ago.
7?
What time did we start? We started at 3:15. This is 3:24. Cam. We didn't take long on none of this stuff.
But this one's gonna take longer though, because it's just so.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a 45-minute episode, y'all. Let's go ahead. Hey, let's go ahead, bro.
All right. I'm going to let you introduce this one.
You just said it was your favorite topic, bro.
It is my favorite topic, but I just introduced the last two.
Okay, Cam. All right, so the next topic we're going to be talking about geekdom topics of the week. Geekdom.
Yes.
Now, let's talk about what geekdom is.
Mm-hmm.
Geekdom for us, that would be right now, DC Comics, everything dealing with DC, that Absolute Power series that's going on right now.
Absolutely amazing. Shout out Scott Snyder.
Shout out Scott
Give a
Snyder.
round of applause. Scott Snyder is doing an amazing job over at DC Comics with the Absolute Batman series, the Absolute Power series. I can't wait for that Wonder Woman to drop and that Flash.
I want to see the Superman so bad, bro. Like they make him seem like he a dog. Yeah, and I need to see that.
If Batman looks as swole and as strong and as emotionally apt as he is, imagine how Superman's gonna be.
Superman, they made Superman look like he was skinny though.
Hey,
like he probably just one of those skinny strong. He probably one of those skinny strong dudes. And then we got Marvel. Well, Marvel is kind of on the back burner right now.
Yeah, definitely on the back burner.
Marvel is just like.
I'm gonna take a little minute to let's speak on Agatha alone.
The witchcraft.
All along, it's not even my cup of tea, so I haven't really indulged. But Marvel, let's be honest. Nobody wants
Agatha get her own show. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Nobody wants to see an Agatha series. Yeah, nobody wants to see an Agatha series
at all.
They could have emphasized other characters like, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Let's give it a clap. Let's give a clap for Falcon.
That show was good. It was decent. It's characters that we cared about.
We care about Falcon. We care about Bucky Barnes.
Now, please tell me, what reason did y'all give me to make a show about Agatha? Agatha.
Listen, Agatha.
Hold on. Mm-hmm. That her little thing was hard. Her little Agatha all alone. That joke was tough, though. Hey, that joke was tough, though. That Wanda series, bro. She said it was Agatha all alone.
Hey, Agatha, I feel like is a cool character, cool concept. But if we're only seeing Agatha, if we're only here for Agatha. We're not only here for Agatha, that's what I'm saying. We're here for Wanda. We want to see what happens to Wanda. So why give us a whole Agatha series?
I think she died, Cam.
Yeah, she did. She did, but you could have went another direction. Is what I'm getting at here.
But I know what you want to talk about. Go ahead, bro. Go.
Did you catch the Penguin episode?
Yeah, bro. I saw it last night. Yeah, I watched it last night. It was
no spoilers, though. No spoilers.
No spoilers.
Yeah, because we don't know who's caught it. Well, we can do spoilers and then no spoilers.
I'm going to give y'all a spoiler warning, bro.
I say we should
I'm going to just give y'all a little spoiler warning.
This is your warning.
Just because I don't think I'm going to say too much, but, I might accidentally slip up and say something.
This is a warning.
This is a warning.
This is your chance to scroll, whatever you need to do.
And if you haven't and wasn't planning on seeing it, you definitely should. That show is really good.
Yep.
It's called The Penguin on HBO Max.
Yep.
Okay. Now, my fault. The Penguin series. That last episode, I feel like it was a good continuation of the episode 4. But I like how they showed that his mama ain't like that he was no more. He won't no big dog no more. She was like, she said, get up off me. When he went to go, she said, get up off me, bro.
Yeah.
They told me that you was a killer out here on these streets, bro. She said, I raised you different. She said, I was expecting you to come in here and give me this luxurious life. And now you done came and fell to the bottom, bro. I was like,
I think the show does a good job of showing each character's internal struggle. I harped on this in the sneak peek with Dune and its cinematography. The Penguin show, you can't lie, bro. I'm going to say this once again. It's aesthetically pleasing. You look at the show. You remember the flood episode with Victor and seeing his family die in that flood. The water break coming in and you see the buildings get demolished. That kind of represents in his mind. He's literally watching it all. He's watching his whole world get washed away. And I think that's a big, it's big. It's big because you see why he thinks the way he does now. He has to scrape. Like his family was struggling before because they didn't stay in the good part, but now he has to scrape his way out the bottom of the barrel. I think it was a good visual analogy.
I like his decision to come back and go with the Penguin because I want my boy to get it up out the mud, bro. I like that for him. Victor, we can tell. I see the same thing Penguin saying. Victor finna be a dog. Yeah. Victor gonna be one of them big dogs in the streets.
Yeah.
Unless they kill him. Unless they kill him. Yeah.
No, the unexpected death in this show is crazy. Like the IMDb, how they have their ratings of like TV shows. the Sophia Falcone episode when she does what she does to her family.
It was 9.4.
No, it was 9.5. 9.5. That's one of the best ratings in IMDb history. Every single episode looks like its own movie.
Nah, that shock for me was actually crazy though, because I thought she really did kill them people.
Yeah.
I thought she was actually the hangman. I thought they had a reason to be looking at her. And I was like, ain't no way y'all sitting here looking at her like that, like y'all want the ones that, y'all know she ain't crazy. Y'all the ones who wrote those fake letters and got her sent to the daggone mental institute.
And you can't, that's crazy for them to expect for her to be like, I'm just going to shut up and sit down. You just sent me away to the craziest institution in the state.
She about died.
She literally almost died in there.
She about died. Like, they was in there torturing her every day. And it's like, y'all wondering how she got crazy. Like, how you going to... I don't understand that.
You go into an insane asylum, you going to leave out with something from around the way. You leaving here with something.
That makes me think about the real life junk. Is that what... Now, I know that it ain't that extreme, but what if they sending people in there that's not even crazy for real, and then they coming out crazy because they got put in there? Yeah. It's like, that's something to think about for real.
Yeah, it's all crazy. I think, the whole drops situation with the drugs and the penguin, at first, in the first couple of episodes, like the first 1 or 2 episodes, his vision was unclear. He just knew he wanted to be big. But now you're seeing his plan is starting to take form. Yeah. And he's using Victor as like his Robin, and he's like Batman, and he's fighting in the underground. He's killing Maronis, he's killing Falcons. It's like he's not playing both sides. He's playing his side. Whatever is to his advantage. It's like, whatever I got to do, I'm going to do it. And he shows that he lies multiple times. It's like he's a flawless liar. Everything that comes out his mouth, they believe. He literally almost died and then ended up working with the woman in the next episode. They was going to cut his arm off.
That is crazy.
With like fishing line. It looked like it was like invisible fishing line.
Talking right? For real. He gonna get out of
that. Yeah, he gonna get out that jam for sure.
He a smooth talker, boy.
He gonna get out that jam for sure.
Right.
When they kidnapped Taj Maroney last episode.
That's what I was finna talk
and
about. That was tough.
Yeah,
that was tough.
The visual for that scene when he was getting like a big back tattoo and it came in with he had like the soundproof headphones on.
God, it was like.
Yeah, it's like you can hear like the silent shots in the back, and then he takes his headphones off and he's kidnapped. It's like he didn't hear not one shot. And then fast forward, bro, when the penguin lit him and Sal's wife on fire.
I didn't think he was gonna do that.
That was crazy.
I didn't think he was gonna do that. That was actually surprising. That actually did surprise me.
The amount of action and story building in each episode is like literally its own rendition of a movie. It's like you can literally leave it alone and be like, call it something else.
You could for sure.
Because these are like, hour-long episodes on this limited series? Almost hour-long episodes. You can literally just say this is a movie. And I'd believe it. It might not be a super high-ranked movie, but for it to be a part of a TV show, an HBO Max show at that.
An HBO Max show.
This is production I expect from Disney+. The Penguin compared to something like Falcon and the Winter Soldier or Agatha all along, or even Moon Knight. I love Moon Knight. Let's give a hand.
Yeah, Moon Knight.
Moon Knight is an underrated.
I don't tolerate disrespect.
Yeah, it's Moon Knight is an underrated project for sure. But to compare the two, it's an obvious winner here, bro. It's like just compare.
I don't want to say an obvious winner though.
Okay, but we know who's winning.
Okay.
He's biased. Maybe. That's for sure.
I'm not biased.
That's for sure.
I'm not biased. Don't get me wrong. I didn't know who Moon Knight was before the show. That's why I like that show. So, like, okay, hold on now. Because now I don't even agree with you, though. Because you just said that Moon Knight was worse than the Penguin? Like, you saying the Penguin is better than Moon Knight?
The show, yes.
Nah, I can't give you that one. The way that, I can't remember the dude's name, but the actor from Moon Knight, right? Mm-hmm. He all them different personalities.
Yeah.
He
okay.
I'll
give him.
He played it so well. Every single one of them. It was like an actual whole different person.
I'll give him that. The way he shows his personality disorder is
like that was. That's
amazing. Like
I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's like when Joaquin Phoenix played Joker, and people thought he was actually mentally insane, and people was like, somebody needs to check on Joaquin Phoenix. That's how good he played Moon Knight and the multiple personalities. But
see, like that acting, you got to give that show a 9 out of 10 alone at it just for that acting.
Yeah, the acting is good. I give you that.
just for his
Look, I think we can agree to disagree on that. We can definitely agree to disagree. I got Penguin above it only because the acting. What do you call it? Sophia's actor. Her name slipped my mind right now. And the Penguin's actor. It's like they play the two underworld evil bosses so well. It's literally like Sopranos put in the Marvel, not Marvel, but DC universe.
What's their new name now? The family new name?
The Falcons.
It's something start with a G.
Oh,
I forgot what it was called.
yeah.
I like that little change though. I mean, actually, you might be right though.
I mean, Moon Knight is good.
I gotta see the show finish first.
Yeah,
Moon Knight didn't even get a good finish, to be honest.
Yeah,
so I'm not gonna. You might be right.
Yeah, Moon Knight is good, but when you put all factors aside, all factors included, Moon Knight has great acting, good visuals. You know, it's good. But Penguin, the cinematography, like the scenes with the fire, like when they're taking the rims off his car, and like seeing his car being it being caught on fire. And like, you remember the sunset scene when Penguin was like, "Okay, Vic, you know this is a beautiful sunset or sunrise. Look at the sunrise." He's like, "I'm not doing that." And you can see like the sun shining down on him. It's like the sun rising is him changing. It's like the sun came up, and you can like tie it to Victor changing.
I'm gonna need to hear that from the director.
I mean,
I'm gonna need to hear that from.
I mean, yeah, but as an audience,
member, you just like that's what.
I mean, that's what the projects is for. It's like they give us product in these projects, and we got to interpret it. So I see the sun rising as Victor's, coming to, like, okay, I'm not no wuss. Like, I gotta do something for myself. Like, I can help you. I can be of value to you, because he knows he's about to die. So that's something in his mind's changing. That's what I tie it to. The director obviously might have a different.
I think it's just the hours.
A different thing.
Of the day. It just went from about 5.
This guy.
6 a.m.
This guy.
About 5 to 6 a.m. Then the sun rises.
Okay.
Yeah.
He doesn't. This guy doesn't tie too much into it, but as a deep understander.
A deep understander.
And a member of the audience who likes to see behind what they're showing us and into the mind of the developers and the directors and the producers and all that.
How you know they want you in their mind?
Maybe they don't, but that's for me to find out. What else did we have up here?
We're gonna talk about the end.
We can talk about Penguin and this other crap all day long. Let's get into. I low-key want to get into some of the slates, like what we're excited about.
I can tell you right now, what I'm most excited about right now is Invincible season. What is it? Season 3?
Yeah, season 3.
Season 3. That show is gonna be so. And I like how they always take the time to make that show as good as it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like they gonna take their year or a year and a half break to make sure that show comes out the way they want it to come out.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how many books they have too, so they can keep this show going. Like apparently they have like it's like just as big as, not just as big, but it'll be like it's a lot. Mm-hmm. It's a lot. I want to say that it's a lot. So they can keep that show going for how long.
I was watching that. I didn't finish it. It's definitely good. I'm not hating on it at all. I'm just saying I didn't finish it.
But you gotta finish it though.
I'm gonna finish it for sure. But it's just one of those shows where it's like, oh, I forgot about it. It's definitely good though. I'm looking at some of these I'm not DC, but Marvel slates. Eyes of Wakanda. How are we feeling about that?
What you looking at? What's the website?
I'm looking on the doc.
Oh.
Yeah, Eyes of Wakanda.
Eyes of Wakanda. I ain't never even heard about that.
It's an animated series that explores the lore of Wakandans. So basically, the show is about it's about the history of Wakanda and how they had to keep the secret of like vibranium and the secret world. I'm looking at some of these I'm not DC, but Marvel slates. Eyes of Wakanda. How are we feeling about that?
What you looking at? What's the website?
I'm looking on the doc.
Oh.
Yeah, Eyes of Wakanda.
Eyes of Wakanda. I ain't never even heard about that.
It's an animated series that explores the lore of Wakandans. So basically, the show is about it's about the history of Wakanda and how they had to keep the secret of like vibranium and the secret world and all that. It said it's releasing. It's supposed to release this year,
So
but
it's animated.
it's animated. I mean, it's cool because it has the director of the Black Panther movies, and I'm not even gonna lie. Black Panther 2 compared to Black Panther 1. What are your thoughts?
Don't say that. To ask me my thoughts. Say what you was gonna say. say you had an opinion. Say your opinion.
Well, my opinion is I don't think it was as obviously it wasn't as good. It was still good.
It was terrible compared to the first.
Yeah. Okay. That's a little harsh. We're not.
Okay,
These people
never mind.
spent
I'm
time.
not gonna say terrible. I'm not gonna say terrible. See, look at you trying to. Why you trying to make me to see like on the background? These people took time to make the show. I'm like, I understand. I know they did. Like, I can still have my opinion though, Cameron.
Yeah, that's right. Maybe he does think it's terrible. Everybody say the truth is whatever comes out your mouth.
These ain't my professors. I can say what I want about these people. I might not ever meet these people. I probably won't.
Okay. I ain't gonna say terrible, but it was
I
not
didn't
as
mean
good.
to say terrible, to be honest, but
I did like the villain a little more. I liked.
Okay, Namor was a fire.
Yeah,
villain,
Namor.
See that's my fault. My fault.
Yeah, Namor carried the movie for sure. Just the whole lore of like them going underwater, like the first mutant. Namor the Submariner is known as like the first mutant in Marvel. So I think it's kind of cool that they give him his flowers. And he's not a one and done villain like Marvel has done in the past.
Yeah, he's coming back.
Bro.
He's coming back.
Thor: Love and Thunder, what they did to Gore the God Butcher should be a crime.
I'm not even.
It should be a crime. Look, I'm not even trying to waste my breath on that.
We don't need to talk about that one.
Bro, how do you have Christian Bale? How do you have Christian Bale play Gore the God Butcher and him being a one-time villain and he literally dies?
That was just a throwaway movie.
Yeah, it was just something to give Chris Hemsworth his iteration as Thor. It was just like, here's your movie, act in it, here's the script, whatever. Christian Bale's in it. It was cool to see Jane Foster return, but
it wasn't even cool, bro, to be honest. I'm sorry. There was no reason for her to come back as another Thor. I was like,
in the comics, she comes back as Jane Foster, but like there was no reason for that because
not yet. Yeah. That wasn't something that they just threw that in there.
I feel like that's a new Avengers type.
Like, there was no like story. Mm-hmm. Like imagine you don't know the comics and somebody just walks in and then they see Jane Foster on their screen and Thor. I'm just gonna be like, what?
That's my thing.
The only reason I wasn't like insanely pissed off because I already knew about it. I knew that she she.
Yeah. That's the one thing about the internet. The leaks, all right, that's a whole other thing. But my whole quarrel with the MCU, you can't defer so different from the freaking comic books and the lore that established why we are fans of the content you are producing. To the point where you change it totally. There's no reason to go that far off script. You know what I mean? Thor's character, he's not a comic relief. If you're the main character, you're never the comic relief. Let's be honest. Unless it's a comedy. And this is a sci-fi fantasy. First of all, you're an Asgardian king. That had fought his sister, seen his dad die, mom die. You're
this
freaking.
Is supposed to be a stoic man.
Your love interest has cancer. You're losing all these people, and then you just, what they did to him during the Infinity Saga, where he got big and he was playing Fortnite and he was drinking beer and stuff. I'm like, that's not Thor, bro.
That's not Thor at all. How do you make Thor the guy that's supposed to be rivaling, the strongest people in that universe, and supposed to be the big, he's supposed to be the big dog of the Avengers. Like, this dude is supposed to be, he's him. He's supposed to be him. And then you got him coming in a fat suit. Looking.
It's the same thing with the Hulk.
Eating chips.
Same thing with the Hulk. You can't make Hulk smart Hulk. That's a whole nother thing. The fact that there hasn't been a Hulk movie and Mark Ruffalo, we can only assume that his Hulk run is gonna be done soon. Just like Robert Downey Jr.'s done. Just like
we have to because they said this is now the X-Men universe. So
Hulk still has interactions with the X-Men, but the fact that he hasn't got his own solo movie since Edward Norton,
that's not happening. I'm sorry. I don't believe that's gonna come at any time.
Yeah, it's
not anytime soon. I don't think it's gonna come at all, to be honest. Because Mark Ruffalo's been playing Thor since 2013. Like, so if he hasn't got one by now, 10 years, more than 10 years later, he's not getting one.
Yeah, my thing is, when we get there, it's a shame. We should have gotten something other than Edward Norton as Hulk. Not to say that
or
movie.
Either just kept. Well, I think they still considering that part of the MCU though. So they.
Yeah.
But it's just.
I mean, it is because it opened up the MCU just like Iron Man did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can talk about that all day long, but.
Just like Thor.
Are you excited for Fantastic Four?
Of course.
Who is
Let's talk about the next movie though. Like the one that's supposed to be
Okay,
coming out,
wait. You talking about Brave New World?
Yes, Brave New World. Let's talk about Brave New World.
You know what? I'm excited.
I'm actually excited about Brave New World.
And if they mess this up, I'm gonna be mad.
The trailer looks fire. I like the shots in that trailer. They like him. What did he jumped through a daggone wall, bro? I was like, since when the sand
and we're getting Red Hulk
superpowers, bro?
Yeah, I think.
I was like, well, why is it?
Who gave Sam the super soldier serum?
Who gave Sam that super soldier serum for him to bust through some daggone walls? I'm like, okay. Look, it got me a little bit interested now. They making my dog seem like he actually like him now, like because in Captain America or Winter Soldier series, like he was just fighting grunts. To be honest, he was barely getting any work in.
Well, I mean, he was fighting super soldiers, but what he's saying is they were getting whooped. He was getting whooped.
Yeah, he was
on a regular. Him and Winter Soldier was getting
whooped.
whooped.
They was getting whooped most of the series. They got whooped by the Dora Milaje.
You remember the name?
That's of course I remember them Black Queens. they was dog walking. They was dog walking Bucky. Hey,
no, for real. No, they was getting whooped. Bro,
took his whole arm
U.S. agent John Walker is a perfect antagonist / anti-hero for that series. I feel like they did that well. John Walker is like an easily dislikable / likable guy. And the only reason he's likable is because you can see where he comes from. Like he comes from like a southern community. He was like a football star, gone to the army, comes back, life is different. He's looking for a job.
White privilege.
Yep, he gets that Captain America shield, and now he's just trying to do the right thing. What he thinks is the right thing.
Yeah, what he thinks is the right thing, which isn't.
Yeah,
at all.
I mean, it isn't, but it's the same thing with like these characters like Black Adam and every other antagonist. I mean, not antagonist, but anti-hero. It's like they have their own ideal of righteousness. You know what I'm saying? Like Red Hood. He comes back now. He has that bloodlust, but he's like Batman isn't doing it right, so I'm gonna just kill. And we kind of see him when he killed the dude with the shield. They was going live and stuff. Recording that was cold. That was cold. And then you see that turn from him.
Okay.
You see that turn where he's like, "Okay, I'm John Walker, Captain America." Now he's like, "Forget all that. Any means possible. I got the shield. Nobody's taking it from me." And then to see him progress, and now he's like, from him going to I want to work with these guys. I want them to accept me. To now he's like, "Forget all that. I'm doing my own thing." And I don't care what anybody thinks. I liked Sam Wilson though. I like his. I'm not picking up the shield. That's just not my thing. That's his thing. To see him change from that, now he's like, this is mine.
Yeah,
I think that's good.
He rips it now.
Yep. And I'm a big Indiana Jones fan, so to see Red Hulk, Harrison Ford, in the Brave New World.
I know nothing about Indiana Jones. He looks cool.
Yeah, he don't know about Star Wars either.
Star Wars, Indiana Jones, Dragon Ball Z, Star Trek.
Why are you trying to get the people to hate you right now?
Dang, you can hate me if you want to. Still not gonna watch it.
No, Harrison Ford though, he's a good actor though. Especially in his older age. This seeing him at Comic-Con, it was the most. Like seeing him. No, was it Comic-Con or D23? I think it was D23.
D23.
He was so excited to be playing Red Hulk compared to his Comic-Cons as Han Solo and Indiana Jones. He didn't even want to be there. Now he's jumping all around stage, pushing Sam Wilson and stuff. I think that's pretty cool.
That is. Hey, I didn't think they were gonna choose that old of an actor though, to be honest, because I thought it was gonna be like Mark Ruffalo's age, but in the comics, it is.
Yeah.
Like he's an old general type stuff. So, I guess.
Yeah, he's president now, isn't he? In the
Yeah, he's president in the movie.
Hey, don't. Hey, look.
Don't take your word.
Don't take my word for it. If anything, look up anything I say.
He might be though.
Yeah, he's either president or general. I think he might be military affiliated, but
You
if
think
not,
Hulk's gonna have an appearance in the show? I mean, in the movie.
Hulk
At least the end of it.
Especially after the Deadpool and Wolverine success. If I feel like they learn anything from that, they should learn that cameos go a long way, especially with viewership. Because let's be honest, Deadpool and Wolverine didn't have a solid. It didn't have the best plot in the world.
It didn't.
The movie was all over the place, but just to see Hugh Jackman, Wolverine with that's all people were talking about. Look at the suit. Look at Hugh Jackman.
And
they weren't talking about the plot.
Played it this time too. The crawling on the ground like the actual Wolverine was
with the white eyes, and then you got Deadpool. Just seeing all these cool aspects. I feel like Marvel should do more fan service. It's just like any superhero movie. That's what makes superhero movies cool. It's not always the people that are watching it is nerds, so of course they're gonna want the lore to be accurate. But as long as you get accurate lore with the cameos and like the cool aspects and like the little teasers and all that, that's what makes the stuff good. It's not about having an outstanding Oscar-worthy plot, and I feel like that's where they're starting to change a little bit.
I don't think they should change that though. That's not. We don't need them to be, just doing what the audience says all the time. We don't need them.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Because it's just going to be, $1 million cameos, $1 million, like, they're going to have to be, they're going to cast that on Beyonce or Storm or something. And it's like,
hey.
I might be on to something right there.
Nobody is against that whatsoever.
Hey, you know what? I'll take it back.
You seen Pink Panther with Beyonce in it?
Who?
Pink Panther?
Pink Panther.
The old Pink Panther. If you know, you know.
I don't know.
I'm with all that.
But look, hey, I think Coco Jones should play her though. Or no, not Coco.
We need
Jones.
somebody caramel.
I like Coco Jones or
we need some caramel.
What am I thinking? What's the lady name? Keke Palmer. Coco Jones and Keke Palmer. Keke Palmer with that southern accent. She would hit a Storm.
I'm rocking with that. I'm rocking with it.
That was a creepy look, y'all.
All right, we can get into Brave New World all day. That obviously it's gonna be a great movie. Hopefully, it's gonna be a great movie.
It'll be a great movie.
But let's get into Thunderbolts. I'm excited. I'm excited for a Winter Soldier's arc. Seeing him in Falcon and Winter Soldier. I liked how he went from this guy that just want to shut up. Now he's actually enjoying life outside of being the Winter Soldier and working for Baron Zemo. I think his arc is cool. So obviously he's gonna have some downs in the movie. Just like any good movie, there's always intro, climax to the end. So we're gonna see how his character changes for the better, hopefully. Yeah. What do you think about them going from Kang to Secret Wars? And them casting Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom.
Scrapping Kang. I don't think that was the move, to be honest. I don't think that just scrapping Kang completely was the move. Like, they could have recast him. I like Jonathan Majors, but he just was. I didn't picture him as Kang in my head. Like, he wasn't like staple like Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. They could have definitely just recast him with not literally anybody, but they could have recast him. Sure. And with that, they could have made a whole this Doomsday wouldn't have been till years later. So I am Loki. Never mind. I'll take it back because I wouldn't have waited that long. I wouldn't have wanted to wait that long.
We're not getting Secret Wars for another 3 years.
Yeah, Secret Wars ain't gonna take that long. But if Kang was still out, that would have been from daggone 2030 something before we got to see.
I think Dr. Doom is good, but if we're leaning towards X-Men. I mean, he is somewhat of an X-Men villain.
Not really.
Yeah, that's why I said somewhat.
He's definitely a Fantastic Four villain.
Yeah. But we are getting Fantastic Four. So, it says Avengers. So obviously they're gonna be building up the Avengers in some way. But I'm a big Fantastic Four guy, especially the 2000s Fox Fantastic Four, Silver Surfer, Doctor Doom, all that. I like Reed Richards. You know who my fan casting was for Reed Richards? John Krasinski from The Office. I liked him. A lot of people say, but I think it's a cool little tidbit from Doctor Strange. I think it's cool to see him like the whole Illuminati thing. I feel like they should bring that back in a bigger way. Maybe not now, but in the future.
Yeah, in the future they probably will, because they're not gonna run out of stuff, but they're They can't just go from team to team.
Yeah.
Like they
don't. Seeing Deadpool and Wolverine, that made me think back to Doctor Strange. I'm forgetting the title, but the Doctor Strange movie with the fan service.
Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah, Multiverse of Madness with the fan service, with Black Bolt. John Krasinski. Seeing like how Wanda killed them and made them like use their powers against them. I think that was pretty cool. Especially with Black Bolt, I feel like they could go into more of that.
The Inhumans and stuff.
We did get a little Inhumans thing, but
I think they will though. They probably will in the future.
Right
now, I think they're just preparing for the transition to
X-Men.
The X-Men, like everything being the mutant saga. So
yeah, I like the mutant saga. I think they're definitely gonna bring in Magneto. They have to bring in Magneto.
They have to.
They literally have to.
They ain't got no choice for that. They ain't got no choice to bring. They got
I think that's
all the X-Men.
Yeah.
Charles Xavier.
No Magneto though.
Like how would they do that?
I mean, I think
they gotta have the Brotherhood.
Yeah, I like Magneto. I think that's what they're kind of doing with Wanda, and I think they're gonna hint in Quicksilver back because in some continuity, Magneto is like the father of of Quicksilver and Wanda.
That's the main continuity.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The main continuity.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like that's why
he's their biological parents.
Yeah, Wanda has to come back in some type of way.
I don't know if Wanda's gonna come back though.
Yeah.
It's the way they show. Because I think I didn't watch Agatha all along, but I think
we both did.
I've seen clips where they showed her again, like dying. Like they just showed her getting crushed by rocks, which I don't understand how the Scarlet Witch just died from being crushed by rocks. But
this is really upsetting me about Marvel, and it's not even that it's a big difference in like the quality or whatever. It's not as good, but I mean, let's be honest. We expected a bit of consistency and transparency with the audience. You know what I'm saying? Especially from the first 10 years, post-Infinity Saga, fan service with No Way Home. That was great. Mm-hmm. That was great. It wasn't just about the cameos in that. They had, good plot. Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire. Tobey Maguire is my Spider-Man. A lot of people disagree with that, but not just for nostalgia reasons.
It's more of a lot of people agree with Andrew Garfield being the Spider-Man. Everybody loves Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they hate on the GOAT, Andrew Garfield, like he wasn't the best one.
I mean, Andrew. I'm not hating on him. Andrew Garfield is definitely good, but Tobey Maguire, I think Sam Raimi did a great job with that trilogy. A lot of people hate on Spider-Man 3. I think it's okay. It has its cool moments like the clock tower and like the ringing of the bell at the church. That's what I'm saying. The ringing of the bell with the church. And he gets the symbiote suit off, whatever. Mm-hmm. And like Eddie Brock. What's the guy from That 70s Show? You never seen that. That 70s Show with Eric. Eric plays, what's that dude's name, man? I can't. he plays Eddie Brock. Eddie Brock in the Sam Raimi series. You know who I'm talking about.
That 70s Show is crazy.
Yeah. That's literally the name of the show. Yeah, I think that was good. What else? We got Blade. Now let's talk about the Blade controversy.
I don't know nothing about Blade, to be honest.
Okay, let me fill you in. They had Mahershala Ali to play Blade. You know who that is, right?
Yeah, I remember seeing his face.
Yeah, they basically people are protesting, saying they want Wesley Snipes Blade.
Wesley Snipes? Wesley Snipes is getting too old for that. They can't do that.
That's what I'm saying. That's the main argument. But here's the thing: just like they done the Lantern series, they want to see an older Blade. Because I don't know if you know, but Blade has a daughter, so they want to see Blade's daughter.
I'm not really. Well, I'm not saying I'm not into it, but I just never seen like the Blade stuff. I never even watched the first movie, to be honest. I never. All right, bro, chill out. Don't even press no buttons, bro. That's why your buttons not working. I might watch it definitely need it.
Okay, Blade. A lot of people argue that Blade started the MCU. Blade saved Marvel Comics from being sold. Blade was really, especially the first two. Blade Trinity was okay, but the first Blade, it's like Twilight, but better. And in a more superhero, more than supernatural sense. You see, he's literally a half vampire slayer. Like, come on.
I mean, I know what he is.
Yeah.
Like I've seen stuff of
younger Wesley Snipes, before Wesley Snipes went broke, that was the era. For sure. Okay. He played it great, and especially the love interest. Santa Lathan was in the movie. You ever seen Love and Basketball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, her?
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely got to watch that. I think it's great. A lot of people, and that's another thing, especially with these fan services. Most of it is based on nostalgia. Just like everybody wanted.
People just want everybody to come back and play their role.
Yeah, nostalgia
but
is
it's like it gets to a point. You can't have everybody just
nostalgia is a drug. That's for sure.
You can't have everybody just come back and playing. Wesley Snipes, I'm just sorry. He a little bit too old for that.
I think the Deadpool Wolverine thing was cool. We know he's not dead,
like,
which means we can bring him back for Super Wars or whatever. But he shouldn't get his own run again. He had his 3. He had his trilogy. A lot of people don't get a trilogy. Shout out Andrew Garfield.
Trilogy?
Shout out Andrew Garfield. Yeah, he had a trilogy.
Whoa! I just realized what you did. Don't even do all that. See, that's why I need the buttons. What you doing all that for? Andrew Garfield was a fire Spider-Man.
He was. He should have got his 3rd.
He should have got his 3rd.
But I'm gonna blame it on Jamie Foxx Electro.
I blame it on the fact that they use Gwen Stacy like that. I don't like the way they how you gonna add
You ever seen Spectacular Spider-Man?
The show?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I didn't watch it. But
So Spectacular Spider-Man did a great job of showing all the love interest and how they were all had feelings for Peter, like Gwen Stacy, MJ, and the girl from Homecoming. I forget her name, but yeah, it just showed why Peter chose who he did. And normally people associate MJ, but everybody knows in the comic books Gwen ends up with Spider-Man most of the time. She shouldn't have died.
You sure? Ain't it supposed to be Mary Jane most of the time? That's what I was thinking.
I mean,
to be honest,
I know what I'm saying is
Mary Jane more.
Yeah, you do hear Mary Jane a lot more, but my point is Gwen Stacy shouldn't have died that early.
I don't, because that's supposed to be like, not, I think it is the most traumatic event. Well, no, because Aunt May and Uncle Ben passed. So, like, 3rd most traumatic event in Spider-Man's life, and they just like do it real quick and then move on. Like, you can't do that with that type of. That's supposed to be like.
That's like the most iconic moment in Spider-Man. Exactly. He doesn't save the girl.
Like, he doesn't save her. Whip, crack. Like, that's supposed to be.
that's an iconic page right there.
The most crazy. It's supposed to be like, whoa. Like, oh my
and it's just like
God.
we just go past it and keep the fight going.
Like, how y'all just move past it, bro? Like,
I think it was cool. I feel like if there was a trilogy, he could have did that in
the third one.
The third one, and then that could have been like towards the beginning, and then we see him progress through the movie, and like he overcomes that mental challenge somewhat, and then just like in No Way Home, we see him save Mary J. or MJ, Tom Holland's MJ, and he has that moment where he's like, "I did it this time. I saved the girl this time." I think that was a cool little Easter egg tidbit, whatever you want to call it. That was a cool moment.
That was cool.
That sort of made up for it, but come on now. Let's get into some of this DC slate.
Okay.
We're not going to spend as much time because we're kind of just rambling about the last topic. But
you were right. It definitely did take up some time.
How much time?
I'm not sure exactly, but you know.
Let's talk about Joker Folie à Deux.
Who?
Joker Folie à Deux. Joker 2.
You speak English?
Joker 2. No, that was
Why
French,
are we
actually.
talking about that movie? Oh, that was French?
Mm-hmm.
Good job.
Thanks.
Go ahead.
Joker 2. Let's get into it. I didn't see it. Have you seen it?
No, not going to.
A lot of people say it was bad. First of all, DC.
To be honest with you,
Nobody asks for a musical. I don't care if you give me Lady Gaga, Beyonce, Lily Allen. It doesn't matter. I do not want a musical. Joaquin Phoenix did too much of a good job to throw him in a musical with Lady Gaga.
I like musicals. Maybe I should watch it.
Yeah, I like High School Musical is my jam.
High School Musical is fire. I like
High School Musical is my jam.
But I never thought about that being in it, like Joker. Like I never thought Joker's a musical.
And they,
like,
I read this explanation online from multiple pages or whatever. It says Joker is a musical because I think it was the director that said this. Joker is a musical because to see somebody who's been ignored and hated his whole life. And not hated, but like just treated badly his whole life. To introduce love in his life turns into a song. And it's something he needs to express.
That's a corny description.
Yeah.
Nah. Not Joker. You can't have a Joker.
That's what, when I read that, I was
Joker's life isn't a song.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how do you get them traumatic experiences and then you go to him singing about it? Like,
yeah.
Well, I don't know what he sung about in the thing, but it's still like the fact that y'all can
Lady Gaga has an album called Folie à Deux.
Oh.
And it wasn't associated with the freaking movie. It was her feeling like she needs to get some more of her
They used them
creative.
songs?
No, they used some of them, but she just basically made an album from her experience working on Folie à Deux.
Oh, from working on the movie.
So it was after it. But she said she was still so stuck in the Harley Quinn and acting as Harley Quinn. She wanted to make a song. She wanted to make an album of her, like basically being Harley Quinn making an album. So I haven't checked that out. Honestly, I don't listen to Lady Gaga. I like Poker Face. Let's give a clap for Poker Face. If you've seen the Flash episode 1, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know. Let's get into this.
What if they haven't though? What if they don't know?
What do you think about the Flash?
Just ignore me. But yeah, I think the Flash. Oh, the last movie? No, I hated it.
I didn't even get through it.
I can tell you one thing. That was the movie that most pissed me off. That movie pissed me off because the Flash is my favorite DC character, and it's the fact that they turned my GOAT and made the best comic thing from him. Period. Like the Flashpoint, and then they turned it into that mess. Like how it was like he was working together with himself, and himself didn't even. I don't know. Like that movie, it was confusing too.
Everybody that seen it, everybody that's seen it, their first thoughts was, "Oh, this is them resetting DC continuity," for it to make sense. And it would have made sense for them to keep some things and be like, "This is a part of continuity because of Flashpoint." But they just used it as like, basically, here, Ezra Miller, here's your dumpster fire, and they wasted Michael Keaton, Ben Affleck team up as Batman. First of all, I love Michael Keaton. I love Batman '89, and I love the Penguin movie, but the movie with him with the Penguin, but the way they just went about it and how they treated it.
Hold on, he was in the movie?
Michael Keaton, yes.
No, I'm talking about the actor from the newer Batman movie.
No, that's Robert Pattinson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just went about that all wrong. And then Superman Legacy. So first, we know we're getting Creature Commandos soon. That's an animated series, but it's gonna be part of the new DCU.
That's coming out in a couple of weeks, ain't it?
Yeah, a couple weeks. And then we get Superman. It was previously titled Superman Legacy, but now it's called Superman something else. I don't even know what it's called, but
I think it's just Superman.
Yeah, July 11th, 2025.
Yeah.
It's directed by James Gunn, who, if you don't know, did Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy is one of, if not the best, trilogies in the MCU. I'm not gonna say the best.
In the MCU?
Yeah, it's one. It's up there though.
We got to think about it though. Okay.
You really want to get into this?
I don't want to get into it. I'm just trying to think. You can do a little quick ranking. You said top. You said number one. There isn't many. I'm just because the only thing coming to mind is Iron Man. And
Iron Man, Captain America.
Captain America.
First of all,
Captain America's not in the top nothing. I like those movies. They weren't that.
What?
No.
We're not skipping past that. You won't let me talk about this.
Go ahead.
Captain America. Top 3 trilogy.
Nah.
Yes. Okay. Now you might say no, and I'll give you that.
Say no.
Just because, first of all, Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier was fire.
Fire. Okay. First Captain America. No. First of all, I'm a sucker for origin. I'm a sucker for origin stories.
Okay.
To see his relationship with Bucky Barnes and what he means to him after, and then we get Winter Soldier, and then what was last? It was Civil War. Mm-hmm. Civil War is daggone near an Avengers movie. You can't just sweep that under the rug.
That's why I be thinking about it like as an Avengers movie. That wasn't even a Captain America movie.
But I mean, it was because it was his struggle against Iron Man. It's a Captain America comic, so that's why it's a Captain America movie.
I guess.
So you gotta put it top 3. First of all, Civil War, top 5 Marvel movies, and then you got Winter Soldier. That's universally accepted.
Yeah, but then you get it brung down by
that's what I'm saying. The first movie is the first movie is definitely debatable, but it's an origin story nonetheless. So you got to throw it up there. So that's why it's not 3.
You don't tell me I got to. I don't got it or nothing. I already knew the origin story. He got the serum, got big, and then,
okay, but you can't.
They drug that out so long. That Captain America story was not that in depth. There was not that much.
Okay, but they made it for Earth 616 MCU. They made it where they gave him a solid foundation, and to have a character, you got to give him a solid foundation. So that's why that's valid.
Like that's why I said they're not top for me, but it's still like it's good, but it's just not top. It's not top tier.
Yeah. Okay. So mine.
Just because that first movie brought it down.
For me, I got Iron Man. Then I have Spider-Man. Then I have Captain America, and then Guardians.
You just said, yeah. See, how you go from saying Guardian of the Galaxy #1 and then not even including the top 3?
No, because I had to think about it. Guardians of the Galaxy I said Guardians of the Galaxy is up there. I think they're interchangeable for me, depending on what day of the week it is. What day, not day of the week, but what day it is.
The movie don't change, Cam. How is it depending on the day of the week? The movie don't change.
Bro,
it's the same movie,
look,
bro.
I say it's interchangeable for 3 for me because my feelings change on certain things all the time. So I got Iron Man, Captain America, then Spider-Man and Guardians.
Iron Man, Captain America, Spider-Man.
No. Iron Man, Spider-Man, then Captain America. And it changes on Guardians.
He
Guardians
trying to include Iron Man. I mean, Captain America so bad, bro. Like you know, it's not top 3.
No, it is though.
It
is
not.
though. Yes, it is, bro.
It's not.
Civil,
it's not
first of
top
all,
3 trilogy. I will give you that. Civil War is a top movie. It's like top 5.
So what's Winter Soldier?
Winter Soldier's not. It's not top 5. It's top 10. I'll give you top 10, but it's still not. Even Spider-Man is in the top 10.
First of all,
Iron Man's
first of all, Winter Soldier introduces us to what's her name? Scarlett Johansson's character, Black Widow. That's how we get Black Widow. So what movie does? Is it Thor?
I'm about to say she was one of the first characters.
Okay, but that's like one of her biggest movies though. Is Winter Soldier because we see her.
You saying this and not letting me think about it first before you move on. It's not. Hold on. You saying that?
It's one of Black Widow's biggest movies.
One of Black Widow's biggest movies. Wouldn't her biggest movies be in the Avengers, where she was helping put them together?
Okay, I just said one of. So
that's not irrelevant. To be one of.
Okay, yes it is. First of all, you got Black Widow, you got Winter Soldier, and the Avengers movies. The Avengers movies she's like a subplot in all that. Her relationship with Bruce Banner and him going off to on that whatever what's that planet called? Yeah, I'm not getting into the planet names.
The Battle Planet.
Yeah, the Battle Planet where he fought Thor and all that.
Yeah.
This is one of her biggest because you see her interaction with Captain America, and we get introduced to Sam Wilson because now he's in the present, and he's like, okay, I got to learn this stuff, and he sees Sam. He's like, on your left. On your left is iconic. That's iconic. On your left.
Is iconic.
On your left. So it's up there. That's what I'm saying. It's interchangeable with that and Guardians.
Okay. We can save this topic for when we do tier lists and stuff. We're gonna do tier lists in later episodes. So let's just move on.
Okay. What am I seeing here? Lanterns. And that's gonna be our last topic for the geekdom.
No, I really like the what's his name?
Jon Stewart.
Jon Stewart. No, I know his name. I'm talking about the actor who's playing Jon Stewart.
Oh, I don't know.
The guy who played
the guy who played Jon Stewart.
The guy who's playing Jon Stewart, who played in Rebel Ridge. I like that casting. That's pretty cool. That's a fan casting that I don't mind. Like people were really hyped about that. They wanted him to be in there. But now what's throwing me off about this lantern is this old man, Hal Jordan. This man is gonna be 60 by the time they start shooting. I don't understand. Is he already 60? It's one of those two. He's gonna be 60 by the time they start shooting. I've never thought about Hal Jordan being an old man mentor type. Hal Jordan is like that. He's like the young one out of the. I don't know if he's younger than.
They're all relatively around the same age.
Yeah, like if they're all around the same age, he's most likely the younger one. The way he acts, like.
And this is just retrospect, not retrospection, but introspection. This is me.
I don't know what that word means.
This is all just speculation, though, of course, because we don't know how good, especially with the success of the Penguin movie. Now, Matt Reeves directed the Penguin the show episodes, but this is going to be under a different umbrella because this is not part of the Batman universe. So we can expect it to be as good as the Penguin, and to have that much production value. But Hal Jordan, maybe they might do something like Batman Beyond, but then again, nobody's asking for that. Nobody wants to see the guy in the chair, Hal Jordan. He's Hal freaking Jordan.
He's Hal Jordan, bro. He's not, he's already slept on as a character as it is. And now they're going to make it worse with him being an old man mentor. It's like Hal Jordan is just going to be, he's probably going to be killed by the end of the show, to be honest, with how old he is.
I like the Jon Stewart casting. I can't agree with you on that.
I really do.
Hopefully, this show, they say, is going to expand on the Lantern Corps. So hopefully we get some cool stuff and lore. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing Sinestro. He's the Sinestro.
Yeah, I know who Sinestro is.
Yeah. Larfleeze.
The yellow ugly dude.
Larfleeze. He's kind of like if you don't know who Larfleeze is, he's kind of like the guy from Gollum. He's like my precious. But it's like with his orange ring.
Yeah, the orange people.
Atrocitus.
The orange people are the greedy people.
Atrocitus.
Are they going to be in the show?
I don't know. They said it's lanterns. That's why I'm hoping they're going to expand on. I mean, they're more likely
I'm
not.
about to say, I feel like they're probably going to go for like a home Earth, being on Earth.
And you know what? I did see they said it was going to be grounded.
Yeah, I think.
But then again, if you go into something fantastical as Green
no. Fantastical ain't a word. We
yes,
not doing fantastical.
Yes, it is.
Look it up. Fantastical is not a word. I feel like I'm being loud.
Are you slow?
But fantastical is not a word. See, he's using all these big words, and now he's just making ones up. Oh, he's taking them way too long. He should have been a quick time.
Fantastical is the word fantastical word. Fantastical is formed from the earlier adjective fantastic, combined with the affix al. It's literally a word. What are you talking about?
I'm gonna look it up.
I think you slow.
I think you slow because ain't no way.
How you get mad at my verbiage? Yes, fantastical is the word adjective. It's literally an adjective.
Bro, ain't no way. They just making up words for you, bro. Ain't no way. Cause
how?
You did the same thing.
You mad that I know words?
No, I'm mad that you just used fantastical, bro. Like you couldn't just say fantastic.
I mean, that's literally a category. I just used I just used the past tense of the word, not the past tense. You know, now I'm something slow.
You
okay.
are.
Okay.
Fantastical.
Now you pissing me off.
Okay, my fault. Let's
Listen,
move on.
Okay, fantasy is a genre in books and movies. So I'm saying, let's agree here.
You just gonna force
fantasy.
Okay.
I mean, lanterns is a fantastical thing. You can't have a grounded take on freaking Green Lantern. They're literally in space, and they fight galactical threats.
No, you can. They're the two that they're focusing on are from
Earth.
The
two they're focusing on is from Earth, but
they mainly stay on Earth too.
But I mean that's obviously. But to expand, with lanterns they fight in their sector. So Earth is their sector. So of course they're gonna fight there. But they have to go to Oa at some point. Because you can't just show this is their power.
Yeah, but
you got to have some type of background.
That's probably what they do, and I don't think there's going to be introductions of all the different lanterns, right?
Yeah, I don't think that, but I'm saying it'll be cool, and some kind of fan service to give us, because there has to be some type of threat, and of course it's going to be on Earth if they're going to go grounded.
I feel like what they're going to do is have a post-credit scene at the end of the show, and it's going to be showing like I think it's Atrocitus, right? Atrocitus like being like their villain or something.
Like a looming threat?
Yeah, like a threat coming.
I feel like that could be either him or Sinestro.
Like a season 2 or something.
I'm looking forward to it. They can go a lot of ways with it. Now it's definitely time to segue into our next topic.
Okay, I'm about to say, I was going to say something because it's been, we spent some time on that one.
Okay, next topic. As you know, we are students here at the illustrious Fayetteville State University.
Can I get an attitude check?
Bronco Parade. Okay. Being that we're students, we're going to discuss homecoming this week. Now, as I talked to my co-host here last week.
Oh, do you have it pulled up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Last week?
You have the events.
Oh, no, I don't. Oh. Last week, I went to Greensboro, and
He cheated. He cheated on our school.
Well, let me look this up.
He cheated on our school. I would just like to let that be known. He cheated on our school.
That's really not how that works.
This is crazy.
Okay, I got events pulled up. All right. So last week, I went to GHO, which is greatest homecoming on earth. That's at A&T. I stayed at Greensboro College though, because I wasn't with all that action at A&T, and I wasn't trying to get told. Shout out my boy 3 and my boy James.
Both of them didn't send me an invite.
Yeah, I stayed with them. My boy 3 played a game Saturday. It was lit. Threw a touchdown. That was cool to see. Their events was cool. The student center live. They got a street. You ever been to Myrtle Beach, right? They got the strip where people like ride down. They got something like that in front of the student center, so that's kind of cool. And just walking around the campus.
At Greensboro?
No, that's at A&T.
Oh, A&T.
Yeah, Greensboro College is kind of like a PWI.
Oh.
So I was staying there. Yeah, their stuff was cool, but homecoming. Ours is called NoHo.
Ours, NoHo. Let's talk about NoHo.
Yeah, let's get into NoHo.
Like A&T.
Number one homecoming
Number one homecoming, boy.
Hey, okay.
Which I ain't even going to half the events because I got stuff to do.
Let's get into that.
You know?
Let's get into that. All right.
Right.
What are you excited about?
Right now,
for NoHo?
Because it's the only event I can currently go to because I have work and, you know, and it costs gas to get back and forth, is the Step Show. The Step Show, about to see them, the fraternities and sororities, I believe, right? They're stepping. That's what I'm excited for right now. What are you excited for?
Here's the thing.
Hold on, before we go, that's the one thing I haven't seen since I've been here, bro. I've been wanting to see that ever since I got here. I haven't got to see the stroll one time, bro. Like I haven't been nowhere besides to class and back home and work. And it's like I want to see them. I want to see the stroll. That's exactly what I'm excited to see. But you go ahead.
What am I excited about? Honestly, no, I'm talking to myself. Honestly, what am I excited about? I'm honestly not too excited about much, especially seeing how they did the countdown. What was that, Sunday? Well, YTB Fat. No disrespect to YTB Fat. Matter of fact, let's clap them up.
I don't know that, man.
Hey, I like. All right, I like some of his music. I like what's the song? Get Back, Pretty Round Brown with Rollo Rodriguez. It's like Pretty Round Brown.
Oh, he made.
Yeah, he made that song. Yeah, so you know that song.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's platform a little bit.
Yeah. That song's hard, but you know, first of all,
where J. Cole at?
as a black student,
My fault.
as a black HBCU student, I don't have the fundage to pay $35 at the door on a random Sunday night, and I have class in the morning.
Okay, but you got to give people the description. We did have time to do like the early bird.
Yeah, everybody did have time. So really, what was it? 25?
It was 25 for early bird.
Yeah, it was 25 for early bird.
And then 30. Still, well, not right now, but you know, like during the week it would be 30. But if you just came and just showed up, you pay 35 at the door.
Here's the thing, though, y'all. Here's the thing, the big plot twist, if you will.
The plot twist.
The price dropped down to $0.
It dropped down to zero.
After like about 25, 30 minutes of the concert.
Oh, it's like, I was.
And I'm not hating. Hey, no shade. I'm not hating. But
no shade
me as an audience member, no shade to the school. Matter of fact, I applaud y'all for attempting to do something nice for the students.
It's okay. But they could have.
Yeah, they attempted to do something for the students. And, you know, you got to applaud the school for that because there's a lot of schools with no culture that doesn't do anything. But I would have been mad as an audience member who bought an early bird ticket or a ticket at the door, which was $35, $40. And then we get to the show, and 20 minutes later, like, it's free. Because there's not as many people as they expected.
That would be crazy. I would be.
I hope they gave those people refunds. I hope they gave those people refunds. Because it's wrong to be like, okay, this is free now. When stuff should have been talked about. Because let's be honest. There was a little buzz on social media. And our campus is not as big as A&T or as big as ECU or any of these other schools in North Carolina. So they should have expected that.
But it's still fire, though.
He still did his thing. I did see some people's stories at the YTB Fat concert, so I ain't going to say it was bad or anything. But I think people should have got their I don't know what happened with that, though. I didn't go. I don't know if people got their money back or what the case was, but there should have been some type of compensation. Maybe like a free, even if they pay, like maybe like a free ticket to the next event, like anything but a cup or the Haunted Trail Ride or whatever it is.
Yeah. Well, we ain't even talking about the rest of the events, so. Yeah. I think tonight is the Haunted.
Yesterday was parking lot pimping. I think SAC. I don't know all the stuff that's out here. I think it might have been Autos.
Yeah, I think it was Autos for that one.
Yeah, Autos had parking lot pimping. It was an event, and like all the cars pulled up. You know, they had music and food and stuff outside. But tonight is Nightmare on the Merc. Let's get a round of applause for Nightmare on the Merc. Nightmare on the Merc is supposed to be like a haunted house ordeal outside. on the train tracks. If you don't know, Fayetteville State is located on Murchison Road. Yeah, it's basically just supposed to be like a haunted house type event. If you stayed on campus,
I'd be at all these events if that's what you're finna
that's
ask.
the thing. That's nothing. If we had means,
If I was on campus, I promise you, I'd be every single one of them.
But gas and time comes into consideration, and planning, and jobs in real life. It does sound like a cool room, though. Not room, but a cool thing. That starts at 8 tonight, if anybody's going. Well, this podcast is going to be out by then, but...
Yeah, it's definitely not.
Okay. Tomorrow, DJ in the caf. You come to school tomorrow?
I don't have classes.
Okay. I have class tomorrow. Matter of fact, I got one class, because shout out Dr. Conyers. Everybody clap up Dr. Conyers.
You exposing your professor right now.
Clip that out, man.
You exposing your professor right now.
Now, shout out Dr. Conyers, though. Nah, but DJ in the cab. Last time, you know what? I got something to get off my chest right now. I'm gonna go ahead and get this off my chest. DJ in the caf is cool. I rock with the R&B. You ever been into the Java City Cafe and they play all that R old school R&B? Tank.
That's my favorite spot on campus right now.
That spot is live, especially with the music. And they have the DJ playing all that and Michael Jackson all that in the caf at like lunchtime. My thing is, I'm not even hating. I hate to hate. But I tell you one thing.
Sounds like you're about to start hating.
One thing about me, I'm not too fond of the Greeks. And I'm not hating.
Hold on. I just realized what you said. You're not fond of the Greeks? Oh, nah, you finna get jumped, bro.
Hey, you know what? I don't. Hey, I don't want to say too much though.
I have nothing to do with that. I love y'all, boys. I love y'all, boy. Y'all tune into the podcast with me, bro. If y'all want me to join, I can hit a little hop and a skip sometimes, bro. It depends on the day of the week, though.
Okay.
But please tell me why you're not fond of the illustrious fraternities at our school and sororities. The strolling.
I'm not even hating. I feel like the premise of these fraternities and sororities, you have to be ambitious, you have to be consistent, and you have to be, capable to join these fraternities. And you have to be willing. That's number one. But when it comes to the strolling, I like the strolling. I like the strolling.
I love it.
But look,
still ain't got
it's a time and a place.
What you mean? Nah.
No, let me tell you.
Let me tell you. A stroll any time of the day, and I'm gonna be hype about it.
Let me tell you. I'm over here trying to eat my panini. I just got it. If you know, you know. Shout out to the sandwich making center in the caf.
Yeah, shout out to the sandwich makers.
Shout out to the sandwich people in the caf. I get a panini every Wednesday. Turkey, ham, provolone cheese, ranch, lettuce, banana peppers, toasted with kettle cooked chips.
On a roll.
On panini bread. Yeah, on a roll, but they press into a panini. I get down, get my little ginger ale, you know what I'm saying? Sit down in a booth. They start playing one of them songs that people do to stepping to.
In the club.
And I see this Q dog throw a girl in the air. I lost my appetite. I'm over here trying to eat my illustrious, delicious.
Yo. Who got thrown
panini.
in the air, Kel, bro?
I ain't saying no names. I don't even know the little girl name. But she got thrown in the air by one of them Qs. And shout out to the Q dogs, though. Because I ain't hating. One thing I ain't is a hater. But look.
I got his address if y'all want.
No, he don't.
I got his address if y'all want.
No, I ain't hating, but like, that's what I'm saying. It's a time and a place. I'm trying to eat my panini. Mm-hmm. It was some fine stuff in there, but look, that ain't none of my business. I'm just eating my panini. You get thrown in the air? Come on, shawty. Time and a place. And she was enjoying it. Enjoying it.
See, you being an S tier hater right now. Like, how did that make you lose your appetite, bro? You could
because I don't want to see that while I'm trying to eat my panini. That's what I'm getting at.
Cam.
Okay, but okay, I seen it at the corner of my eye.
And you could have got up. There's so many. Hey, y'all, this calf is big. Like, he could have chosen to sit in any other section of the calf.
Okay, but it's DJ in the cab though, so I'm gonna want to sit by where the music is.
Okay,
just
so
so I can enjoy my meal.
you think people not gonna dance and have fun?
No, dancing is different. Throwing in the air is where I put a stop to.
In the air disturbs you. What part that you saw that was just like, oh my God?
I'm not getting into this because this is a PG-13 podcast, but let's just say it was inappropriate, especially while somebody's trying to eat their food, man. Like that's what I'm getting into. Anyways,
I would have looked the other way and ate.
Anyways,
I would have enjoyed.
Look.
I can tell you one thing.
I ain't gonna lie. I took 2 more bites. Threw the bad boy away. All right. Okay, this is something I'm excited for. October 24th, homecoming coronation. There's no place like Blue City.
You going?
I would like to go. It's this Thursday. They're crowning Miss Fayetteville State Jada Phillips and Mr. Fayetteville State Caleb Mercer. Let's give a round of applause to Mr. and Mrs. Fayetteville State.
Amazing.
Okay. They're, amazing people. I don't know them personally. But to win Mr. and Mrs. Fayetteville State, you gotta have something. Yeah, we do got a surprise coming for y'all soon though, special guest.
Miss Phillips and Mr. Mercer. Love to have you.
It's semi-formal, formal attire, and growing up, all the church kids, I like dressing up for church. So I just like taking advantage of any time it's time to dress up for something, look good for something. I feel like seeing a whole lot of, especially black people, looking good all in one place, looking respectable. That's you can't hate on that.
That's just a fire feeling to be a part of that.
It's cool to be a part of it.
Like, okay, we all stepping out here.
Yeah. So it's their coronation. It's at 6:00 in the Felton J. Capital Arena.
Okay, and then what's that? Friday is the 1867 in Park Bash.
I ain't gonna lie.
What does that mean though?
I don't know. I have seen 106 in Park, so that's something. That seems kind of cool though. Also, the homecoming step show is that same Friday at 6. Doors open at 6, but the show starts at 8. I'm expecting that to be packed, if anything. So I'm excited for these two.
And then the actual.
I'm excited for Thursday and Friday. Saturday. Homecoming parade. What we thinking?
I would love to go.
I would love to go, but am I gonna go?
Am I gonna go though?
I'm gonna leave that up in the air for future me to figure out.
I'm not going. I wish I could though.
I mean, it's at 9 in, and it's on Murchison Road, so.
Yeah, and then I'd have to drive up here, then drive back home for work.
Homecoming Center Stage, FSU Greek plots. I don't know what that is. Event started at 4.
That's the Greek walk, right?
Yeah, shout out to Greeks. Yeah.
Oh my God. He's a hater, y'all.
October 27th.
He's a hater.
Gospel Showcase.
I wanted to go to this.
Yeah, I wanted to go to that too. It's at 6. Doors open up at 5.
Who did you want to go see? Who you want to be there, Ken?
Hey, I've been talking to him for this for a minute.
Tell the people who you think for the show.
Hey, I'm a sucker for Tamala Man. Shout out Tamala Man.
Shout out Tamala Man.
But it's not Tamala Man. I'm forgetting the name of.
Hey, NCCU, they got Todd Tribbett.
No way.
They got Todd Tribbett, bro. I got excited too because the main event page, they post stuff from all the schools, right? And I seen it and I thought it was for all schools. I got hyped, bro. And then I realized they talking about some NCCU, bro. I said, dang.
Yeah, they posting a lot of these events though. But, the countdown concert, that was that. The step show. I'm gonna go to one of these. I gotta go to at least one.
I'm going to the stuff on Friday for sure. I'm gonna tell y'all that.
Yeah.
So pop out.
I would love to go to the coronation though. That's what I would be excited most about. And 1867 in Park.
If you go to the coronation, I'm definitely going with you.
Let's go.
I'm down.
Let's do it.
It's on Thursday too.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. I got class on Thursday.
I got classes on Thursday, bro.
It's at 6. You could probably we're gonna talk about this out here. We're gonna talk about this out here. Okay. All right. Let's give our final thoughts on homecoming. I'm gonna let you go ahead.
I mean, it's exciting. I wish I could go to more of it though. That's the main thing with this. Next year, I'll try to make more time for it and plan ahead. Cause I didn't even know. I've been waiting I haven't waited since daggone school started to wait for which week would be homecoming week. Cause I didn't know. And then like when they just said everything was this week, I don't got the time to do.
I agree.
Go to the places I want to go. I wanted to go to the daggone parade, the football game, and all that. I had my blue paint in the back and everything, bro. I was Show that Bronco pride.
Yeah, I rock with all that. I think the concept, even in high school, I participated in homecoming. I think the premise of homecoming is a great idea, especially just to show on school pride and spirit and just being happy to be there, especially at a HBCU. Mm-hmm. Black people getting their education, nothing better. Nothing better than everybody wanting to do. Everybody here wants to be better and wants a better life.
Ain't nothing better than some black people striving.
Black people love, man. Let's give a round of applause for black people. And now my final thoughts.
How many times he used that button.
like my co-host here. I would love to go to more events. The reality of it though, I won't be able to make most of the events. Now, I'm excited for the coronation. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go to that coronation and maybe 1867 in Park. Step show for sure.
I just need to find out what that is before I say I'm gonna go to it.
Yeah.
But step show, I'll be there. Coronation, most likely will be there. And
see, some of these things are good though. I feel like they could have had a better lineup with some events, but I think overall they did a pretty good job.
I think they did a good job overall. Mm-hmm. It's just we haven't got. This is our first year. We ain't experienced none of it yet. Mm-hmm. So I think if we go, we'll be hype about it.
It's the first time for everything. Yeah. First time for everything. But it's definitely time to, go to an event, show some Bronco pride. Yeah.
For sure.
Shout out. Matter of fact, before we close the show out.
Yeah, it's about that time, brother.
But before we close the show out.
It's about that time.
We only got the room 20 more minutes.
Yeah.
Before we close the show out, let's shout out Fayetteville State.
Proud to be a Bronco.
Proud to be a Bronco. All right. Our time on the show has come to a close. If you like what you heard in today's episode, make sure to like and subscribe. And make sure to tune in next week for the College Chronicles.
Turn on those post notifications, y'all.
For all my brothers, never had to punch a clock. Grinding all day, I'm stashing money in my sock. Saying to myself, I'm only focused on the bag. They start to talk about my name, I'm soaking in just like a rag. I realize